Hi, everybody. So I'm back with another album review, and this morning I'm talking about a Barbra Streisand album from 2014 called Partners. So this was the first Partners album that she did. Um, and then more recently, she did another Partners album, kind of like Partners Part 2, with some more people. But so the first Partners album was gorgeous, really nice, really nice. And Barbara's voice at this point was still, just flawless, even though she was on in her, you know, late 70s, her voice was still perfectly gorgeous and it was just fantastic. So the first song on the album is It Had to Be You. That's a duet with Michael Bublé. And this is gorgeous. This old standard, It Had to Be You. It Had to Be You. And it's just really beautiful. Their two voices together especially was so fantastically brilliant, hearing Barbara and Michael Bublé. I love Michael Bublé's voice. It's so smooth and elegant, and it really fits with Barbara's elegant voice. Absolutely, really a wonderful pairing in that song. Really great. So then there's People, which is a duet with Stevie Wonder. This is a new recording of People. So People is that big hit for Barbara from the 60s, from Funny Girl, and she comes back with and does a beautiful duet with Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, of course, is a legend, everybody knows who Stevie Wonder is because he's so legendary. And so she comes back and did this amazing rendition of People with him that was just beautiful. So then the next one is Come Rain or Come Shine. This is that gorgeous standard written by Harold Arlen that Barbara did also on her Wet album. So she sings this song with John Mayer, and it's really beautifully gorgeous as well. John Mayer's voice is another one of those smooth and elegant voices, kind of like Michael Bublé, that really fits in a setting like this song, and it's just very gorgeous to hear those two sing this very entrancing and beautiful song. I loved it. Okay, so then there's Evergreen, and this is that big hit for Barbara from A Star Is Born soundtrack that she did. She sings this with Babyface, and it's really gorgeous. Of course, everybody knows that Babyface is like a media mogul. He's a big deal in the music business, he doesn't usually sing in modern days, he does producing and things. But he sang for this, and it was gorgeous, really nice. So then there's New York State of Mind. This is with Billy Joel. This was actually done originally by Billy Joel, and then Barbara did this song on her Memories album. That was gorgeous, and so she comes back and does it with Billy Joel. They do a really cool thing about New York, and she's talking at the end of the song. She says, "Hey Billy, let's grab a pizza," and everything. So I thought that was really a cute thing to say. Okay, so then there's "I'd Want It to Be You." That's with Blake Shelton. And it's interesting that she picked Blake Shelton to be on this album because he was really an up and coming name in country music. And he's not like established like the rest of the guys on this roster. But he's also becoming really popular, and he's got a real good talent, amazing talent with his voice, so it was really fitting to have him on this album too. And I Want It to Be You is a beautiful song. So then there's The Way We Were, that big hit from her movie, The Way We Were, the soundtrack, and she also had a separate album called The Way We Were album. From the soundtrack album. And so she sings this with Lionel Richie. And that's gorgeous. Lionel Richie, of course, is another complete legend that everybody really respects in music, kind of like Stevie Wonder. He's a really big deal. And Billy Joel, too, he's a really big deal. Lionel Richie is. So to get Lionel Richie to sing with her was really fitting and really brilliant. I love the way we were with them. So then there's I Can Still See Your Face with Andrea Bocelli. So this was great. It's another old standard that she sings with him. He, of course, is a legend too. He's sung with Celine Dion and Pavarotti and different people like that. So he's a legend as well. He's a great singer, very talented. Yeah, everybody on this whole list is just completely oozing with talent. Barbara picks the best of the best to sing with her. Absolutely. So this is How Deep Is the Ocean. This is with her son, Jason Gold. So this song kind of is like talking about how deep is the ocean. That's how deep my love is for you. And it's a very beautiful song that for a mother and child to sing together, very maternal and gorgeous, gorgeous. I loved it. Jason Gould's voice is superb as well. He has a very talented voice, and he has some albums that he's done that I've listened to that are really great, very great, just good, real good music that really just has a beautiful tone to his voice. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so there's What Kind of Fool. This was one that Barbara did originally with Barry Gibb. She doesn't do it with Barry Gibb on this album. On this album, she does it with John Legend. And it's very gorgeous. John Legend, of course, is a legend. Everybody knows that he's a legend. John Legend is brilliant. His voice and Barbara's really go together completely brilliantly. It's just so brilliant. Love that pairing. Okay, so there's Somewhere with Josh Groban. I love Josh Groban. I really love Josh Groban a lot. Josh Groban is the epitome of talent when it comes to music. And so him singing Somewhere with Barbara was completely awesome. Just completely awesome and so gorgeously just beautiful in all ways. I loved it so much. Okay, so then she does Love Me Tender as a duet with Elvis Presley. This is from a voice sample of Elvis's original 1956 recording. So she samples Elvis's voice and puts it together with her voice to make a duet of Love Me Tender. And that was really nice. It was really nice to see her do that with Elvis. It was really interesting. Okay, so the album cover has a picture of Barbara in a black and white suit, mostly black. Like her shirt's white and the suit's black, and she has like a black necktie on. She's got real pretty long blonde hair. The background is kind of bokeh, kind of faded green, and it says Streisand Partners. She's like sitting on like a black and white couch or something. And there's actually a larger picture of that where it shows everything and her dog is there and it's just a big picture. There's a bigger picture of that picture. But on the main album cover that everybody sees, it's just cropped. And then below it, it has a list of all the names who sung with her on the album as well. There's also a deluxe version of this album that has extra tracks. It's got like Bryan Adams and Barry Manilow and Barry Gibb with Guilty, and Babyface again, Frank Sinatra. I guess he's like dubbed in, So they've got a deluxe edition with extra tracks as well. So I think you would really enjoy Partners by Barbra Streisand. It's a fantastic album that's just got an incredible lineup of all these great singers who are all really legends and really fantastic vocalists to go along with Barbara. It's really fantastic. I know you really enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. I listen to it all the time. Whenever I just want to hear some quality duets, I listen to this album and I love it. And I know you'll love it too. So thank you so much for listening to me talk about Barbra Streisand's Partners album. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you stay tuned because I'm going to be doing some more album reviews and different things soon. And I hope you stay tuned. And I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye bye.